today?
I'm doing good. I watched a movie.
Ooh, what'd you watch?
L.A. Continental.
Ooh, you mean Confidential?
Sorry, yes. L.A. Confidential.
I have seen it. It's excellent.
Yes, it is.
The actors are amazing.
Oh my gosh, yes. Just the way they set up like three very different cops approaching the same case from very different directions with very different methods, and then they don't know they're on the same case, so they each have like pieces of the puzzle that the other needs. And like how the
Right.
movie weaves that investigation with each other, it works really well. I really liked that. The actual investigation was pretty complicated. I wasn't confused, but I think it is very easy to be confused. Or
Right.
they throw a bunch of players and names at you, and they just trust you to follow it. It helps that the
Right.
characters are confused, right? So you
Right.
don't feel wrong-footed when you do get confused. But yeah, there was a lot going on.
I love the costuming and
Yeah.
I like the Veronica Lake wannabe kind of things.
Yes, and it's like the 1950s, and they took a lot of care to be period accurate, like down to the height of the buildings, right?
Really?
You-
Oh my
Well,
god.
back then, no building could be taller than City Hall. So they made sure
Oh.
never to film at an angle where you could see buildings that were taller.
Wow, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. They also shot in this cafe that's from that time that's still around. Eddie says he used to go there for lunch every day. Famosa Cafe. So he's been in that cafe that they film a lot of scenes in, like that's still around.
Oh, that's really kind of cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. They really cared about period accuracy, but they don't. It doesn't feel like a period piece because, like, the director very deliberately shot it like a modern movie. So the filmmaking doesn't call attention to the fact that it's the 50s. It's not very nostalgic for the 50s. It's just I it I like the way it was shot because it kind of gave it a timeless quality. Also, it gets you in the mood for that time period was Danny DeVito's narration, like in that tabloid, because he's constantly writing the tabloid, and you hear him talk about it over certain scenes. I love that. It set a very fun tone.
Oh yeah, he has a very fun, kind of almost sarcastic kind of tone. So, what did you like best about it?
The best part has to be Russell Crowe and Guy Pearce being pit against each other because they're so different, but they're also the same person, you know. And it actually reminded me of Salazar and Lucian, like people who think themselves as opposites, but it's actually their similarities under the hood that are driving their conflict.
Right, exactly.
It's the same thing. And like them, they're careening into each other, and you know in your gut that they're either going to beat each other up or team up, and there will be no middle ground. Like, you know that's what's going to happen.
Exactly.
So we're bracing for their collision the whole time, the whole movie. So when they finally work together, it's so satisfying. So satisfying. It's the most satisfying team up in any movie. Up there. It's up there. It just, everything clicks. Two pieces that were meant to be whole. The narrative makes sure they're so bloody effective once they're working together. I love it. I love it. It's the best part.
Now, didn't it win several Academy Awards? What did it win Academy Award in?
I'm not sure. Let me check. They were nominated for Best Art Direction, and they were nominated for Best Cinematography, Best Director, Best Film Editing, Best Music, Best Picture, Best Sound. All that was nominated. The two things they won was Best Actress in a Supporting Role and Best Screenplay, based on a book. The shoot-in love triangle, Mom, at the end. That made no sense personally, because I understood Russell Crowe's attraction to Kim Basinger. Like, that whole relationship was clear and set up, And then like the Guy Pearce angle thrown in at the end feels very out of left field for me. And
Yeah,
also
it feels forced.
it feels
forced.
very
It doesn't
forced.
feel natural.
It's
Yeah,
only
yeah.
there to move the plot, to get those
Right.
pictures, and
But it kind of takes you out, though,
it
because
can't-
you're not
it-
buying it.
I
You're
don't
not
buy
buying
it. Not
Right.
just the relationship itself, just that he would do that. Like he's been set up as so straight laced
And uptight.
uptight
Yes.
that I understand what they're going for is that him finally cracking, but you don't
Yes.
feel the build up has always been a violent sort of crack. You never got a lust crack, so it there was no build up for that. So it didn't make makes any sense to me.
Forced, and you're like, at first I remember going, what?
Yeah, I feel like that could have been done better. I'm
Yeah.
sure in the book that's built up more, or like that feels more natural.
Or
but
some.
I guess they cut out all the scenes that would have made that make any sense. But I mean, besides that, I love the movie. I was completely gripped from start to finish. It was awesome.
Oh, wonderful. Well, you were with two pros. I can tell you it's one of the best movies. And they have copies of everything.
They're such fun people to watch movies with. It just every night is so much fun.
Oh, I'm so happy. You're with your people. You're with your kin.
Yeah, it really does feel that way.
Molly.
Molly is adorable, as always. She's taken to being obsessed with my cups. So if ever I'm drinking out of a cup, she's like trying to stick her whole head in it. It's the cutest and most ridiculous thing. Even when the cup is empty, like she's still like, I'm like, what are you doing? What are you trying to get at? There's no water in there.